And in this episode, we'll meet the star boys every school will be chasing after in the first draft class. We'll make some 100% insanely accurate predictions on what'll happen in season 1. And wait, we have a cheater amongst our midst already? All in today's inaugural episode of The Deuce. The Deuce is in full spring. Spring training is here. College baseball is back. No more football. No more talking about basketball. We got baseball in our midst. And I want to thank all of you for watching, for checking this one out. This is going to be something special. We put a lot of effort into this, but there's going to be some surprises along the way. We've been trying some stuff, We've been, working out. Big shout out to the other 7 members of the Deuce. Now, I don't want to waste any more time other than to say, you're looking pretty cute today. Stick around a little bit. We got some things to say. Let's go to the moon and meet the boys. The To the Moon class showcases an extraordinary fusion of blazing pitching velocity and jaw-dropping power at the plate. On one side, pitchers send fastballs that rival rocket launches, while on the other, hitters transform ordinary pitches into majestic moonshots with their awe-inspiring slugging prowess. This class promises to deliver a few players who will redefine college baseball, but will these coaches find them? So like we said before, we loaded 60 players, 60 fictional players into the draft class. We got a few blue chips, a good mix of pitchers, catchers, infielders, outfielders, freshmen, JUCO, 5-star all the way down to 2-star. No 1-stars though. We don't want no bums on any of these teams. Not a single 1-star. So every school, they have 6 scholarships that they can give out. 6 slots that they'll be able to add on their new team. And there's some players here. You got James Sadie, Joshua Halley, Cameron Lino, and Jesus Muhammad, all blue chips. You can completely see their ratings. And there's a few others that stand out. We're going to talk some storylines about today because that's a driving force of all this. You never know what's coming. These guys have no idea what is coming. Week 1 storyline, spring training. Here's what the word on the street is. First up, Jesus Muhammad, 524 stars, 100 contact, 100 power, spray hitter. This guy's going to be highly sought after. Juiced out hitting stats. This is eye pump plastics, Oregon Ducks type of guy right here. Jesus Muhammad quickly garners attention due to these exceptional skills that we talk about, but he's got some discomfort in the limelight. Dude's feeling a bit awkward during these interviews and social events. I wonder where that's going to go. Then we got Joshua Halley, the rising star, 627. He's got iron ball, sharpness, S stamina, A control. Got a couple good pitches here too. Throws 165 kilometers per hour. And if you can't do the conversion, I'll tell you, that's 101 miles per hour. That is gas. But here's the thing. He's a 5-star QB and a 5-star pitcher. And he doesn't know which sport he's going to do just yet. And then we've got Billy Lotus, 5-star outfielder. We don't know his full ratings yet. Not a blue chip, so you don't get to see it all. But we now know his speed and defense. 81 speed, 62 defense, 61 catch. A lot of things to love about this guy. Scouts, fans, mothers, daughters, all love Billy Lotus. But on the other side of that, you got Drake Iggy, once celebrated as MVP at LSU, cut from the team. We don't know why. Who knows why, but he's trying to make a comeback. Champion has fallen. His ratings are modest. 60 speed, 60 arm. But before he disappears from baseball all along, he's going to be hitting the JUCO circuit. So we'll see where that takes him. And then we've got the high school heroes, best friends, partners in crime, Benny Marlin and Letty Reeder. 3 stars. Here's the thing though, and I don't know if you guys have ever been in this type of dynamic before. Benny is the ace. Lenny is number 2. But here's the thing. Lenny is always a step behind. Always playing second fiddle to Benny. And he's okay being that shadow player. Marlin's got 70 control, 162 kmh, so another 100-mile-an-hour thrower, just straight gas, dealing in high school. And then, Lenny, he's got 70 stamina. So I can't wait to see what happens with these 2. Our last storyline for meeting the boys, you're going to hear a lot about. And there's some other, players that we're going to talk throughout, the season as they come and go here. But George Ray, 2-star JUCO, gonna be a senior. He's got 1 year left of eligibility. Dude's been overlooked his whole life. Doesn't know if he can even make a college team, but he plays with his heart. Skills have never quite matched his passion for the game, but the dude hit runners in scoring position, chance A, and he's got laser beam, which means he's got a hose. He's got an arm. Even though he plays second, he's got an arm. Each week, there's going to be 6 different storylines featuring a bunch of different players. Now, I would show you right now all of those storylines, and I would show you all of the branching storylines and things that would happen, but that would just be cheating. Aren't you playing in this league? Wait a minute, did you create all this and you're playing in this league? This is the game for me. I'm not doing recruiting, I'm not doing scouting, and I'm not going to sign any of these people. Guess what? After everybody goes through out the entire season and signs everybody, then I will have my pick at the litter. After everything is gone, I will choose from there. And that's fun to me because guess what I have to do? I have to trick all these other coaches, all these other schools into who's hot, who's not. They've got the tools to scout. They got the tools to recruit. And I'm giving them 50 plus storyline stories like this every week. And if they can't find these dudes, then it's on them. That's going to wrap it up for Meeting the Boys here for the Deuce.
This is Emmdotfrisk, head coach, the Oregon Ducks. You can watch my games on YouTube. And you're watching the Deuce.
The guessing game. Who's going to have the better performance this season? Who's going to do best? Who's going to do the best they can do with these players? We're going to take some guesses. First up, the pitchers. Arkansas's got Hagen Smith, 575 stars. Tennessee, Drew Beam, 525. Josh Malloris with Oregon, 613. And Stanford's got Matt Scott at 523. And my guess for who will have the better season is Matt Scott. Ding, 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 ding. I'll add the ding, ding, ding sound there. I don't know. Whatever. But Matt Scott, with that Stanford team, I have a feeling they're going to have a lot of run protection for him. That defense behind them is going to take a lot of balls. I mean, obviously, Josh Malloris with Oregon is a little bit better, but that Oregon fielding team just isn't as good. There's going to be some balls that drop, and there's not going to be much action for Stanford against Matt Scott. So Matt Scott going to have the better season. That's my guess. Now for the fielders. First base, Jack Caglione, home run leader for Florida, 33 home runs at 686 stars. You got Charlie Condon also at first, 512 for Georgia. Stanford's got Malcolm Moore, catcher, third baseman at 675. Got Kiko Romero at 594 at first base. Outfielders Billy Amick and Griffin Merritt at 595 stars, 656 stars at Tennessee, and then Wewa Aloy over at Arkansas, shortstop 601. My guess, who will have the better season, will be Billy Amick. Now, this is a star-studded group here, but Billy's got the speed, got hit-making machine gold, leadoff batter. Tennessee is hot right now. B. Farrell is hot. I'm expecting a big season from Billy Amick, but we'll have to come back at the end of the season and grade my picks and see how they go. Those have been my guesses. They might be good, they might be bad, who knows? We'll find out later. Now, in the same vein, poor predictions. Now, there's not going to be choices here. I'm just going to say them like it is. I've got 4 big predictions that I don't think are going to be broken. I think they're, I know this segment is called poor predictions, but I think they're good poor predictions if that's a thing. First prediction, Senior Splash and the Arkansas Razorbacks will have a winning record. One of the best teams in this league. Dude can play. He's not a slouch. He's going to be going up against some teams that he is better than. I think he's going to have a winning record. Please, Senior Splash, have a winning record. Number 2, poor prediction. Slimefall will have many, many hot swap home runs and will lead the league in home runs. Now, when we were playing early practice, just exhibition, this man was popping off with Ruby, Charlie Condon, and a few others. It's going to be close between him, B. Farrell, and I Pump Plastic, but my guess is Slimefall will lead the leagues in home runs, hot swap, no less. Third poor prediction. This would be about myself. This one's under my control, so hopefully it happens. But Frisk will not tilt a single game. Now, the God Squad League, that's just like a tilting haven. You're going up against 175 KMH dudes with 8 level 7 pitches. And then we have God Squad fielders who literally will not let a single ball drop. 2 seasons in a row, your boy's getting frustrated. And so we didn't quit physically, maybe mentally. We tilted. But here in this, completely different story. I feel like this is going to be funner for me. Maybe not for iPump, but funner for me. A little bit more balanced team. So Poor prediction. I will not tilt. And then the last poor prediction. I Pump will win it all. You know, we did everything we could to get this man the worst possible setup. Worst team. I mean, he's got the 5-coach reputation because you got to do it. We can't disrespect him like that. But we stacked the deck against him. Literally, so many teams have better teams than him. For whatever reason, this man's got a camera in each of our rooms. And he sees where we're pointing PCI. He sees where we're going to pitch. He just knows. He doesn't even know anything about these recruits, but yet he knows these recruits. I don't know how he knows these things. He's either the smartest man on earth or the luckiest man on earth. Maybe in between. I don't know. But poor prediction, I Pump will win it all. Those have been your poor predictions here in the Deuce. So like we mentioned before, we've now got some game action. 4 games out of conference to be played here in spring training week 1. And then we roll into week 1, official week 1, which is 1 midweek non-conference game and then a 3-game series. But we got to check out how everybody did, how these games went for the first week of spring training. Making our way over to the SEC, we've got Stanford at Arkansas, and we are going to have a very, very close game. Matt Scott on the mound here for Stanford, going to get the W. 2-1 win, Stanford over Arkansas. Tom got 2 hits, Sapien 2, Becerra 3 for 4 with a double that set up a nice little situation there to get those 2 runs. Scott would go 6 innings, only giving up just 2 hits. Garwell will get the save. On the Arkansas side, only 4 hits from Souza, White, McLaughlin, and Wade. Wade knocking in that run there. McLaughlin getting the lone RBI to knock White in. McIntyre would go 6, trying to do the best he could. 1K, gave up 5 hits, but just not enough. Going across the country, we got Tennessee, and boy, did we have a light show. Only 5 hits. Teams didn't get going in here until the 6th inning, but boy, did we see fireworks. Home run from Jaha, home run from Moore and Ensley. Tennessee with those 5 hits. Ahuna got 2. Amick 1 for 4. Of course, that home run by Moore, solo shot, and that shot by Ensley. Put him up top here in the top of the 8th. A lot of pitching arms on the Tennessee side. Beam went 3, Sewell went 3. Beam's going to be their top guy there. Dollander, another starter, ends up getting the save, getting a little bit of work himself. On the Oregon side, Jaha got the 2 hits. Sabine Ceballos with the big hit, and Riku Nishida as well. Dallas with the start only went 3. Grabman went 3, and then Malaris, Anderson, and Mercado went 1. But Anderson giving up those 2 home runs in the 8th. He's going to have to turn things around here later in the season. Our next spring training match, Oregon State at Florida. And this one went 11 innings. 7 hits by Oregon State, 6 by Florida, but Florida comes out with the win 1-0. Curlin with 2 big hits, Rivera, Langford, Evans, and Compass as well. Evans getting the recorded RBI with Schiekofer getting the lone run for Florida in the bottom of the 11th. A lot of hits for the Oregon side, but none able to squeak any runs across the board. Had bases loaded, did have an opportunity, but Kane will get the 2 hits with that incredible bunt he had down the line there. A lot of arms through for Oregon State. Sellers 2, Kamatz, Ferrer, Lattery threw some. Literally, the whole pen threw some. Unfortunately, the loss goes to Brown, who came in the end and just threw that 3rd. On the Florida side, Lastras dealt, went 6 innings, just giving up the 5 hits, no Ks, but Figueroa will get the W, throwing the last 5 there, just giving up 2 hits and getting the lone strikeout of the game. And our final spring training game of this week, Arizona at Georgia, and boy, what a doozy. 20 total hits this game, 7 runs for Georgia, 3 home runs for Georgia with Matthew McLaughlin, and then 2 by Charlie Condon. Big games here. These balls were absolutely crushed. 5 runs in the bottom of the 9th for the Georgia Bulldogs to come back. The score was 4-2. 5 straight runs in the bottom of the 9th, including this mistake pitch, this home run by Charlie Condon. Big win for Georgia. On the Arizona side, like I said, got the 11 hits, actually led in hits. 2 by Kiko Romero, 2 by McLaury, 2 by Corona, and a couple single ones hit here and there. May goes 6. Orloff goes 2, Nets 1. Just the 2 home runs there by May early on, and the 5 runs, 3 of them earned for Barraza in the bottom of the 9th. Georgia, big day. Like we said, Charlie Condon, 3 for 5 with the 2 home runs, 4 RBIs. Corey Collins, 2 for 5. And then Matthew McLaughlin, 2 for 4. Georgia's going to be dangerous at the plate despite that rating. Freshman starter Ryan Gold goes 5 2/3, gives up 8 hits, 2 earned runs. And then Leighton Finley comes in for 4 1/3, just giving up 3 hits and 2 runs. And so that would get them on top. That's going to do it for episode 1 of The Deuce. Would love to know how you guys think this season's going to go. Who's going to win it all? Were my poor predictions correct? And were my guesses 100% accurate like I believed him to be? Till the next time, we'll see ya. Peace.